Thank you. In this chapter, we are going to read about the meaning of environment, different components of environment, what are the different threats to the environment. Then, after that, we'll read about what are the components, which includes the natural, man-made, and human environment. Then, what are the different domains, which includes lithosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere, and lastly, the human environment. All the components we are going to read in this article. Environment means the surrounding or the conditions in which person, animal, plant live or operate. In simple words, we say that it's the place, people, things, and the nature that surrounds any living organism. It is a combination of natural and a human made resources. To explain this in a simple meaning, natural means we need air, land, water, and human made things we need fan, electricity, all these things that comes under the human made resources. Now, there are three different components of the environment. First component is the natural component. It includes air, water, land, and living thing. Living thing here means plants and animals. Man-made components, all the things which are being made by man, which includes building, parks, bridges, roads, mountains, industries, mobiles, benches, all the things they include in the man-made environment. Third component is the human itself. Human includes human related values and beliefs that are also a part of our environment. For example, our family, our community in which we communicate our things, our religion, the religious practices we follow, education, political situation in the country where the people live, and the economical scenarios. All are the part of human environment. Now, some of the geographers have this view that there are many threats to the environment. Means the man-made things are been polluting the air, they are been destroying the land. For example, deforestation. We are building the industries, but they are causing air pollutions. So these are the threats to our environment. Now, different components of the environment. We talk about the natural components. It includes two factors. One is the biotic and other is the abiotic. Biotic includes the words of living organism or all the living things that are present in the in the nature includes plants, animals, bacteria, and abiotic components includes rock, water, air, sunlight, which does not have life. So these are the biotic and abiotic component which comes under the natural environment. All the things which are been given by the nature comes under the natural environment. Students, did you know that Environment Day is celebrated on 5th of June every year? Just to aware people about the threats to the environment, so this day is being celebrated. Now, the different domains of the environment. There are different domains of the environment. The first and the most important is the lithosphere. It includes the solid crust of the land, hard top layer of the earth. It is made up of rocks, minerals, and covered by a thin layer of soil. But this lithosphere is of very much great importance. Without lithosphere, we cannot grow crops, we cannot have houses, we cannot find out the minerals for industries. So lithosphere has a great importance. Second comes the hydrosphere. Hydrosphere includes the domain of the earth which covers with water, that is lakes, waters, ocean, rivers, etc. Hydrosphere has its own importance. Without hydrosphere, living being cannot survive. We need hydrosphere to survive. We need water to live. Plants need water to make their food. So water or the hydrosphere is a very important component. Third domain is the atmosphere. It is the thin layer of the air that surrounds the earth. It consists of number of gases, dust, water vapor. Any changes in the atmosphere produces change in the weather and the climate. And we know that why Earth is called as a planet, living planet, because we are able to survive here. The last is the biosphere. All the plants, animals, water, earth, human being makes life, biosphere, or makes a life on the earth, which is known as a biosphere. Environment consists of all these spheres. So these are the four domains. Environment consists of all these spheres. Biosphere. Plants and animal kingdom together makes a biosphere or living world. It is a narrow zone of the earth where land, water, air interact with each other to support life. Plant absorb carbon dioxide and produces oxygen. Biosphere, then the water cycle, rainwater acting as a control flood controller, soil, earth, natural insects, all are these are important spheres. Ecosystem. An ecosystem includes all the living things in a given area interacting with each other and also with the non living environment, earth, sun, soil, climate. Ecosystem is important. Human environment. Human beings interact with the environment on day-to-day basis and modify according to their own needs. We need to learn to fulfill our environment. Earlier, it was believed that it is the nature who works accordingly, but now there is a second set of theory which believes that humans have altered the environment according to their own needs. For example, we have grown crops, we have made the industries. Further, we gather things as per as demands, construct a building, raw material, wood, all this from the nature is important. Human environment. Human beings interact with the environment on day-to-day basis and modify according to their own needs. We need to learn to fulfill our environment. Earlier, it was believed that it is the nature who works accordingly, but now there is a second set of theory which believes that humans have altered the environment according to their own needs. For example, we have grown crops, we have made the industries. Further, we gather things as per as demands, construct a building, raw material, wood, all this from the nature